participant students, this is number 4th class. This is number 1 slide. Classification of data means we are discussing about statistics in education and psychology, and in our earlier 3 classes the basic concepts have been discussed or placed before you so much well. And today we are to discuss about how we can classify data, which is very much important in statistics or in the field of statistics. When the scores of numerical data of a large number of individuals have been obtained in statistics, the scores must be arranged in some order so that useful results may be derived. Friends, in case of big size data, you see, we are to arrange the data, arrange the scores in orderly way for having proper meaning. And we are discussing about numerical data here. And for understanding the procedure for the tabulation or statistical treatment of numerical data, your concept concerning to numerical data are to be so much clear. Your concept is to be so much clear. Numerical data, when we say, is a data type expressed in numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rather than natural language description. Suppose instead of saying as all intelligent students are easily adaptive, or intelligent, you see, persons are very much adjustable. This is a statement. So here we are mentioning about numbers, not about natural language description like which I have uttered. Let us see the next one. Numerical data, sometimes called quantitative data, means we are to quantify. The other name or the other terms which are used to mean about numerical data is quantitative data. So if in your examination it is asked, mention the other name of numerical data, then you are to mention about quantitative data. Numerical data is always collected in number form, not in statement form like all intelligent persons are very adaptive. We do not do this. We simply do in the form of number like this: 40, 39, 35, 45, 44, 38, 41, 50, 49, 47. If we see the number, then we see that the numbers are not arranged in proper way. And for the tabulation of data, the first work which is to be done by you is you are to arrange the huge number of data in systematic way, either from the highest to the lowest or from the lowest to the highest. And that's why these are unarranged data, means 40, 39, 35, 45, 44, 38, 41, 50, 49 and 47. And first of all, before tabulating the data, means going to the basic statistical procedure, what should be done? The huge number or big number of numerical data or number data are to be arranged like this: 35, 38, 39, 40, 41, 44, 45, 47, 49 and 50. So this is the first work which is to be done. The huge number of numerical data are to be unarranged, data are to be arranged. And here it is, you see, explained so much well, so that observing or by witnessing the slides you can understand here, because no practical works are done. Let us see the next one. Frequency distribution is an arrangement of numerical data. How to do it? We are to distribute the data in the table according to the frequency. So frequency distribution is an arrangement. What it is? What does frequency distribution mean? It means about the arrangement of numerical data according to size or magnitude. This is also called tabulation of data. So friends, frequency distribution, the other terms which we can mean, which we can use to mean about is tabulation of data. So friends, how to tabulate? Tabulation of data or frequency distribution, same thing. This is the other term. If it is asked to write in the examination, what is the other name of tabulation of data? Then you are to write about frequency distribution. And this is the first thing, because without doing this, we never can solve the problem in case of big number of data. In statistics, there are 4 data measurement scales. This is also to be understood by you so much well. We find how many scales? 4 data measurement scales. In your examination, if it is asked, how many scales are there? How many scales we find in the field of statistics for the tabulation of data, for the, statistical treatment of data? Then you are to say about 4 scales. What are those? Nominal scale, which is known as simply by name. Suppose 1 kilo sugar, 2 kilogram potato, 3 kilogram dal, 1 liter mustard oil, like this. Ordinal scale, in your classroom you have seen roll number 1, roll number 2, roll number 3, roll number 4. This is in order of merit, in order of number. Interval scale, from 10 to 20, 21 to 30, like this. And ratio scale, which is not used in the field of statistics, in education as well as psychology. So these are the 4 types of scales: nominal scale, ordinal scale, interval scale, and ratio scale. And basically in the field of education, in the field of statistics, particularly in the field of education and psychology, we are bound to depend on interval scale. Let us see the next one. Frequency distribution needs or tabulation of data, in other terms, needs or demands the steps as what are to be done. We are to determine the range. Thenceforth, we are to classify intervals and telling the scores. First of all, we are to determine the range, like this, from 20 to 24. And when we say as 20 to 24, it means that this class interval includes the numbers like 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. Means how many, numerical scores are inclusive in the class interval from 20 to 24. If it is asked, your answer will be 5. And what are those? 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24. So friends, for the tabulation of data or for the determination of frequency distribution, we are to know about range, thenceforth class intervals, thenceforth telling the score. This is telling number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, like this. We are to tally the scores, and thenceforth the frequency, means the statistics, means the F is to be determined. 1 is 1, 2 is 2, 3 is 3, 4 is 4 and 5 is 5, like this. Let us see the next one. In order to find out the range of the data, one has to determine the smallest and the largest value in it. Suppose you have huge number of data or huge number of scores, then for the determination of range, about which we have already mentioned what is to be done, the smallest and the biggest value or the numbers are to be selected. For example, in a certain examination, 30 students secured the following marks. Let us see. 47, 87, 87, like this. These are the numbers of 30 students. 30 scores are here. And for the determination of ranks, you are to determine the smallest and the biggest. Let us see the next one so that we can understand. Here in the example, the smallest value is 31. Let us go back to the first one. 31 is the smallest value. This is 31. And the highest value, let us come back, is perhaps 101. You have seen there in the 101 is the highest value and this is the lowest value. Now how to determine range? Let us see the next one. And here the range of the data is 31 to 101. Means we are to do this. Now in order to determine the range, subtracting 31 from 101, the result will be, means from 101 subtracting 31, reversely you are to write 101 minus 31 equals 70 is the range of those 30 data from 31 to 101. Within this limit, means from 101 to 31, 30 numbers are there, and the common range of the numbers are 70, and 70 is the range for the given scores. This way we are to find out range, thenceforth we are to classify, thenceforth we are to determine the tally, or we are to give the tally number, and thenceforth by tabulating the data or by determining or including the data in the frequency as per frequency, we can tabulate data so much well so that we can understand the meaning in statistical way of the data which we gather, which we collect. Thank you so much for today. You see so much well repeatedly so that your idea becomes so much clear, because practically nothing is done here and it is not so much easy to impart statistical knowledge in such way. Still I am trying, perhaps you will understand. Thank you so much.